the King of Aspiration prayers of noble, excellent activity. I bow down before the noble youth, Lord Manjushri. In all the worlds and all 10 directions reside the Tathagatas of past, present, and future. Before each and every one of these lions among men, I bow down joyfully, with body, speech, and mind. By the power of wishes of excellent conduct, each Buddha evoked becomes manifest. With as many bodies as atoms in the universe, I bow down deeply to the victorious ones. Atop one particle, as many Buddhas as particles are settled amidst bodhisattvas, their spiritual heirs. Thus, Dharmadhatu, the entire sphere of being, abounds with the Buddhas that I have envisioned. Using every tone of a multitude of melodies, I revere them with boundless oceans of acclaim, singing the praises of those gone to bliss. I honor your qualities, O victorious ones. Sumptuous flowers, beautiful garlands, precious parasols, fine cymbals and balms, radiant lamps, and the most fragrant incense, I offer them to you, O victorious ones. Such wonderful arrays all perfectly presented, exquisite apparel and sweet-smelling perfume, jars of scented powder piled high like a mountain, I offer them to you, O victorious ones. These vast and superlative offerings express my confidence in all of the Buddhas. With the strength of conviction and excellent conduct, I bow and present them to the victorious ones. Whatever misdeeds I may have committed through body and speech, as well as through mind, all outcomes of passion and anger and ignorance, I openly disclose each and every one. I rejoice in each occurrence of merit produced by Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of all 10 directions, by Pratyeka Buddhas, by those training on the path, by Arhats beyond training, and by every single being. O lanterns who illumine worlds in all 10 directions, by way of the progressive stages of awakening, you have become Buddhas, free from attachment. Protectors, I entreat you all, turn the supreme wheel. Palms joined, I beseech those among you who mean to manifest the state beyond suffering, for as many eons as there are atoms in the universe, remain for the welfare of happiness in all beings. Whatever small merit has been garnered here through prostrating, offering, and disclosing, rejoicing, entreating, and beseeching, I dedicate it all for the sake of enlightenment. May the Buddhas of the past and those dwelling presently in the worlds of the 10 directions be honored by offerings. May those yet to come swiftly fulfill their aspiration and attain Buddhahood through the stages of awakening. Wherever there are world systems in the 10 directions, may they, in their great number, become perfectly pure. May these universes abound in victorious ones who have come before the tree of enlightenment, accompanied by the bodhisattvas, their spiritual heirs. May each and every one of the manifold beings of the 10 directions always be happy and healthy. May all beings find true purpose in the Dharma, and in harmony with this, may their hopes be fulfilled. May I carry out the many forms of enlightened conduct and remember past lives when experiencing each new one. During each successive death, transmigration, and rebirth, may I always embrace religious life and renounce. Following the example of the victorious ones, may I fully accomplish excellent conduct, and may my moral behavior be flawless and pure. May I conduct myself faultlessly in all situations. May I communicate the Buddha Dharma in every language known to sentient beings, the tongues of gods, nagas, jinns, trolls, and all languages spoken by humankind. Gentle and wise, may I apply myself to the transcendent qualities of the paramitas, while never losing sight of the awakened mind. As for all harmful acts that have resulted in veils, may they be entirely purified without exception. May I be liberated from negative karma, disturbing emotions, and the actions of maras. Wherever there are world systems and beings, may I be like the lotus, not clung to by water, and the sun and the moon, unhindered in the sky. Throughout each of the realms and in every direction, may I pacify all suffering of the unfortunate realms. May I establish all beings in happiness, and may I be of assistance to every one. May I perfect the practice of enlightened conduct in accord with the various lifestyles of beings. May I fully exemplify excellent conduct and continue to do so during all future eons. May I always be accompanied by those friends whose practice and conduct resemble my own. With regard to our body, speech, and mind, may all of our actions and prayers be as one. May I always encounter companions who exemplify excellent conduct and have my well-being at heart. May I never let those teachers down. May I always directly perceive the victorious ones, the protectors, and their entourage of bodhisattvas. Throughout all future eons, may I never grow weary of honoring them with remarkably vast offerings. May I uphold the genuine Dharma of the Buddhas and make enlightened conduct fully manifest. May I be perfectly trained in excellent conduct, wholeheartedly continuing for eons to come. Through all of my existences, be they within samsara, may I acquire inexhaustible merit and wisdom. May these become a never-ending treasure of qualities, methods, superior knowledge, samadhi, and liberation. Atop one particle, there are as many realms as atoms. In each pure realm, more Buddhas than can be imagined reside amidst bodhisattvas, their spiritual heirs. May I see them and emulate their enlightened activity. Likewise, in absolutely every direction, within the space on the tip of one hair, there are oceans of Buddhas of past, present, and future, oceans of pure realms and oceans of eons. May I fully take part in this enlightened activity. The sound of one instance of the Buddha's speech, with its ocean of qualities, holds the pure range of harmonious expressions of all victorious ones. It is the very melody of each being's understanding. May I always engage in the speech of the Buddhas. All victorious ones of past, present, and future fully turn the wheel of Dharma in a variety of ways. Through the power of mind, may I also participate in the boundless expression of their melodious speech. In a single instant, may I engage in all future eons which will be experienced. In just a split second, may I take part in any and all of the eons of the 3 times. In the space of a single moment, may I behold all lions among men, past, present, and future. May I continually engage in their field of experience through the power of illusion-like spiritual liberation. The clusters of galaxies of past, present, and future have all been established atop a single particle. Accordingly, in all directions, without exception, may I take part in the pure realms of the victors. The lanterns of the world, who have yet to come with all, by stages, become fully enlightened, turn the wheel of the Dharma, and demonstrate the state beyond suffering, ultimate peace. May I be in the presence of all those protectors. By virtue of the powers of miraculous swiftness, the powers of the manifold approaches of the yanas, the powers of practice endowed with all qualities, the powers of omnipresent loving-kindness, the powers of perfectly virtuous goodness, the powers of unbounded timeless wisdom, the powers of knowledge, means, and deep meditation, may I truly achieve the many powers of awakening. May I completely purify the powers of karma, fully defeat the powers of afflictions, utterly disable the powers of the maras, and bring the power of excellent conduct to perfection. May I totally purify oceans of realms, entirely liberate oceans of beings, clearly behold oceans of Dharma, wholly integrate oceans of wisdom, patently clarify oceans of conduct, perfectly fulfill oceans of aspirations, honor oceans of Buddhas with my offerings, and practice tirelessly during oceans of eons. Once I have awakened and attained Buddhahood by means of the practice of excellent conduct, may I fulfill all special wishes of enlightened conduct expressed by victorious ones of past, present, and future. The eldest son of the victorious ones is known as Samantabhadra, the all-excellent. In order to equal his masterful skill, I perfectly dedicate all forms of merit. may I be utterly comparable to Samantabhadra, his utterly pure body, speech, and mind, his totally pure conduct, perfectly pure realms, and superior skill in dedicating merit. So as to completely achieve excellent goodness, I will carry out Manjushri's aspiration prayers. Continuing tirelessly throughout future eons, I will accomplish every last one of his activities. May my actions be free of limitations, and my qualities also be without bounds. May I remain engaged in activities beyond measure, and may I come to know all of their manifestations. There are countless beings, as limitless as the very confines of the endless sky. Whatever their karma and afflictions may be, may my wishing prayers encompass them all. We may embellish the infinite realms of the 10 directions with precious gems and present them to the victorious ones. We may offer the finest pleasures of gods and humans during as many eons as there are atoms in the universe. Even so, paramount indeed is the exceptional merit of those of us who have heard this King of Dedications, are truly determined to pursue supreme enlightenment, and give rise to genuine faith, be it just for a moment. Those who practice this prayer of excellent conduct will turn away from rebirth in the lower realms, sever all ties to unwholesome companions, and promptly behold Amitabha, infinite light. They will be perfectly comfortable and lead happy lives, in this lifetime as well. Comfort and happiness will reign. Without delay, they will become similar in every way to Samantabhadra, the all-excellent one. If this prayer of excellent conduct is recited by those who have committed, by reason of ignorance, the 5 most negative acts of direct consequence, these all will be quickly and thoroughly purified. Practitioners will have wisdom, the shapeliest physique, excellent signs, a noble family, and a fine complexion. The many Maras and heretics will be powerless against them, and they will be honored throughout the 3 worlds. They will go quickly before the great Bodhi tree and settle there for the benefit of sentient beings. As awakened Buddhas, they will turn the wheel of Dharma, prevailing against all of the Maras and their legions. The Buddhas alone fathom the full karmic fruition for those who take this prayer of excellent activity to heart by expounding it or reading and reciting it. Have no doubt the outcome is supreme awakening. May I train by emulating the examples of Manjushri with his momentous knowledge and great courage, and Samantabhadra, whose qualities are identical. Like them, I perfectly dedicate all forms of merit. For the sake of the practice of excellent conduct, I completely dedicate all of my roots of goodness, by means of those dedications praised as supreme by the victorious ones of past, present, and future. When the time has come for me to die, and all of my veils finally purified disappear, may I directly behold Amitabha, infinite light, and proceed with certainty to the realm of joy. Once there, may these and all other prayers without a single exception become manifest. May I perfectly fulfill each and every one, helping beings for as long as the universe exists. May I be reborn in a supremely beautiful lotus in the excellent, joyous mandala of the Buddhas. There, may I obtain my prophetic revelation directly from Amitabha, the victorious one. Once the prophecy has been fully achieved, may I serve the beings of the 10 directions in a number of ways through the power of mind, of many hundreds times millions of emanations. By whatever small merit I may have gathered by practicing this prayer of excellent activity, may the meritorious aspirations of sentient beings all be accomplished in the space of one instant. By virtue of boundless, genuine merit gained by fully dedicating excellent conduct, may all beings engulfed in the great river of suffering attain Buddha Amitabha's most excellent domain. May these sovereign aspiration prayers bring about that which is most excellent and sublime, and may they benefit all beings, infinite in number. May the scripture adorned by Samantabhadra be accomplished, and may the entire space of the unfortunate realms become empty.